I dreamt of van life for 10 years. This summer I woke up in it. But is it really the dream? In the next minutes you'll see 5 moments where the road answered for itself. People said van life is only good on Instagram. And honestly, I doubt it too. Would we blow our savings on a rusty disaster? Would Ollie and I argue non-stop? So, is van life a dream or a delusion? Let's find out. Halfway through our first big trip on a wild Portuguese beach, I realized I'm in the middle of living my dream. But does it hold up? First clue, the obvious one. Let's start with the most cliché, overused but completely true reason why van life feels like a dream. All the beautiful places you get to see and be at, like for example, Peniche. We rolled into this rugged surf town on Portugal's Atlantic edge with no plan, just coast chasing, finding a spot for the night, taking a stroll to look around. That night the ocean was in a mood, 4-meter waves crashing in. I thought, how did sailors back in the days on those big wooden sailboats ever make it home? The next morning brought hidden coves carved by centuries of that same rage. Let's drop off the edge of the world. It feels like you would drop off. Instead, you come to a really beautiful little nook and terrace. You won't get moments like this every day, but when you do, you remember you're part of something vast and lucky to be here. But dreams don't always look like postcards. Unforeseen adventures. The great power outage. That day, the whole of Spain and Portugal lost its electricity. For a whole day. No ATMs, no traffic lights, supermarkets packed, gas stations swarmed. Yep, we prepped. Did we need 6 cans of beans? No, now we have them. Fun fact, because we had solar panels installing, we didn't notice till afternoon. At sunset we sat on a cliff, margaritas, waves, or awaiting the end of the world in style. That's van life's secret. You're not hearing about things, you're in them. Okay, but can you really adapt when it matters? Time for things that need time. Kiting. We arrived in Alvor, where there is a lagoon. Now we're gonna check it out. Learning to kitesurf from a city is, well, tough. In a van, you move with the wind, not against calendars. Alvor, the wind died. We packed to leave. The wind returned. Seriously. Now we unpacked. Again. Pumped the kites. And I rode like a crazy hawk. In Óbidos, the biggest saltwater lagoon of Europe, where I go explore, was empty of water. So we left much sooner than expected. Llano de Castello, the place and the parking. It was beautiful, but again, no wind. That's how kitesurfers use windless days, if you have a camper van. So we waited a week. 2 windy days came, 100% worth it. Van life doesn't mean everything works out. It means you're free to wait, change course and move with what matters. And you don't even have to see it all. The culture glitch, just ditch it. I know, but yes, we skipped Lisbon and Porto. But Óbidos snuck in. Cherry liquor and chocolate cups, stone walls you could do a whole circle on and feel like a medieval tin knight. We actually can walk 1.5 kilometers around the little cute city. And it's not secured or anything, you can just see and fall right down. All those little beautiful little streets and the cobblestone and little stairs because it goes uphill at times. And yeah, it just feels really medieval. Laundry hanging out of the windows. What a dream. No need to justify what you skip. Just follow what pulls you and leave the rest. But with all that everyday adventure, does wonder still show up? Chapter 5. Angel Sharks and Gall Wasps. Van life keeps teaching you things you didn't ask to learn. Ever heard of an angel shark? Yeah, neither had I. But here they were. 2 washed ashore like lost myths. These sharks! We went for a stroll on the beach in the morning and then we saw those 2 fish and I immediately thought, oh, they look like sharks. But then we came closer and then they didn't look at all like sharks. They looked like, more like a manta ray or something. And those berries on leaves? Well, it turns out those are not berries at all. Galls, from tiny Australian wasps brought to fight an invasive plant. They are everywhere. In school this would have bored me. Here, because I stumbled on it, it stuck. So, is van life really a dream? On a misty beach near Matheda, watching surfers fade into fog, I realized the dream hadn't failed. It had unfolded step by step. Not otherworldly, not cinematic most days, but real. We weren't talking about anymore or wondering if it would work. We were in it, awakened by waves, soaked by sun, carried by wind. The dream from 10 years ago somehow had become true.
You wanna launch me?
If it's calling you, don't wait to be sure. Because let's not be fooled. 4 to 8 square meters, 50 liters of water, repairs on the road. Yes, it's a challenge. So maybe start small, test it, let the idea meet the road. Maybe it's messier than you imagined. Maybe it's better. At least then you'll know. Some dreams don't need more planning, they need a first step.